now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle. Tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Paul Krause, the safety, in on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. This is taken about 7 yards deep. First down throw, McNabb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some room to work. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a...
Second down, McNabb. And he's got Shockey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target. 3rd down here.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas, 71 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
Well, he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second, McNabb. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Flex round! Flex round!
McNabb to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A strong running. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hand.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go! Green, 90! Green!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he puts it through. Anderson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
McNabb. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Now it's McNabb. Now he's flushed out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Mahomes. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z, 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 Z.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Anderson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Flex round.
On 1st down, it's McNabb. And that's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now McNabb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Here's McNabb. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out come the Jets. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, McNabb. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ace!
A road win in the National Football